Hey guys, it's Joe from Joe's Talking. Welcome back to my channel. So I have a confession to make. I've been playing around with the DJI Action 5 Pro so much, and well, let's just say I got a little distracted. I was so enamored with it that I forgot about my poor little DJI Pocket 3. I'm so sorry, Pocket 3. Will you please forgive me? Please. They have a side piece and it's called the DJI Action 5 Pro, okay? You're just gonna have to deal with it. But seriously, folks, today we're diving deep into the world of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to SmallRig for sending me some awesome products to review. Let's get started. So you got your Pocket 3 and you're out there capturing this amazing footage, but sometimes you need to add a little more to your camera setup. SmallRig has you covered. The DJI Pocket 3 cage features multiple mounting options like quarter 20 thread holes all over the place. So here's the Pocket 3, here's the Pocket 3 cage. This is item number 5072. Put the Pocket 3 here in the SmallRig cage. Right? And then you close this thing, get a nice satisfying click, and you are locked and ready to go. And you've got a quarter 20 here, you've got a quarter 20 here, you've got a quarter 20 here, and you also have a cold shoe mount. Oh, and you got a lanyard too, just in case, you know. Oh, and finally here on the back, it does have the GoPro fingers right here that fold down nicely. But let's say you want to put it on, this is a neck mount by Telesin. Boom, screw this in right here, boom. I got hands-free action going right now. Hands-free, stabilized action. And if you want to take your mounting game even further, check out the crab shape super clamp kit with magic arm. This is number 4454. This thing is awesome. It can clamp onto pretty much anything, tables, chairs, tripod legs, and it has this magic arm that lets you mount your Pocket 3. It's super secure and versatile, and thanks to the swivel tips of the clamp right here, they ensure stability on both flat and rounded surfaces. Let me show you guys. Not only does this thing clamp down, but it even has quarter 20s right here. All right, so if I clamp this sucker down like this, right? I've got it clamped here to the desk. This thing is nice and secure. So the base is super secure. And this thing locks up like this. You can take the Pocket 3. Whoa, that, boom. Look at that. What do you guys think of that? Look at this, and then you can move it around like this. Move it all the way around town. This is really great, I like this. This thing is just amazing, right? Because it's just limp and loose, right? And then you just lock down these joints and they're hard as a rock. Bad choice of words, but you know what I'm saying. Let's talk about filters. SmallRig has not one, not two, but three amazing filter kits designed specifically for the Pocket 3. Okay, we've got filter kit 4776, which is like the Swiss Army knife of filters. It comes with a variable ND 2:5 filter, which is a variable neutral density and polarization filter in one. So you can adjust your exposure super easily in changing light, control reflections, and reduce glare all at the same time. It also includes an ND16 CPL filter that reduces light in bright settings and eliminates reflections for richer, more vibrant colors. And for all you night owls, there's the LPF filter, which reduces light pollution and color distortion. Plus, every kit comes with a tempered screen protector to keep that precious screen scratch-free. Ooh. Okay, so I'm currently shooting in 24 frames per second, and I'm assuming this is completely blown out, which I can see on the monitor it is, and my shutter is at 1/50 in order to get the right motion blur. Let's put this variable ND filter on. So that is at variable ND2. See how that looks? So now I am shooting at the variable ND2. Let's see if there's any motion blur there. I'm thinking that is still blown out. Now, let's move it to variable ND3. That is variable ND3. How does that look? I'm guessing that is still probably blown out because the sun is so bright. Let's load my hand like this to give you an idea of the motion blur. Let's move it on up to variable ND4. That is variable ND4. Let's see how that looks. Is this any good? How does this look? That's variable ND4. How's that motion blur? And let's move it up to the highest strength, variable ND5. That is 5. That is the highest it will go. Variable ND5. Again, 24 frames per second. Shutter 1/50. Here is the motion blur. I'm guessing, I can't quite tell because it's so bright out here. I'm guessing this is the one that looks the best, but we'll see when we bring it back into the camera. Okay, so now I'm gonna try the second filter. This is an ND16 CPL filter. Curious to know how that looks. I need to find some glass so I can test it on the glass to see how it looks. Okay, so I flip this over. That's what it looks like without the CPL filter. And then now I'm gonna put the CPL filter on, the ND16 CPL filter. Let's see if that's any better, if you can see inside. Now, one thing I wanted to show you was the LPF filter. And what it's supposed to do is take away sort of the yellowish tint that you get when you shoot indoors, and it's supposed to give you a little bit more of a magenta look. So let's see if this works here. So look at the skin tones, look at the light behind me. Is it still as yellow? Okay, so let's try this again. This is no filter with the LPF filter. It's supposed to be a little more magenta. So tell me if you can tell the difference there. So next up is the black, white, diffusion, and CPL filter set, number 4775. This is for all you creative folks out there. It comes with 2 diffusion filters, the half black diffusion filter, which softens light and creates dreamy, artistic effects, the half white soft filter, which enhances warmth and delicacy, and finally, a CPL filter that knocks out reflections on water and glass. This kit comes with a tempered glass screen protector as well. There is no filter on me. This is just the Osmo Pocket 3. Now we're going to try the half Pro Mist white filter. Okay, so that is the half Pro Mist white filter. What does that look like to you guys? What do you think? Did the lights bloom just a little bit? Did my face get any softer? What do you guys think? So that is the half Pro Mist white filter. Okay, so we're gonna try now the half Pro Mist black. Again, this is no filter, and this is half Pro Mist black. So if you guys can see, look at the lights here. It's a little bit more bloom to the shot. I do like this. I do like the look of it. It's very bloomy. It's very dreamy. So this may be a really nice sort of a, let's say you want to play some jazz, soft, mellow jazz music, or you're trying to set the scene of something like that. This may be a filter you might want to use. Okay, now here I am with the CPL filter off. Not sure if it makes a big difference. I don't know. This is with the CPL filter on. I don't know. I don't see it in the viewfinder. All right, that's enough of that test. And finally, for those of you who are serious about controlling their exposure, we have the ND filter set 4774. It's got 3 ND filters, an ND8 for bright conditions, an ND64 for medium light, and a 256 when the sun is really blasting. All the filters are made with high definition, high transparency glass and a dual-sided multi-coating for color accuracy and durability. And yep, it includes a tempered glass screen protector as well. Okay, here I am shooting 24 frames per second, shutter speed 1/50, completely blown out, right? Okay, so now let's try these. Let's try these ND filters again. This is ND8. Let's try ND8. Okay, now looks like it's recovered some of the highlights. There's the motion blur. That is at ND8. The sun is directly in my eyes. I can barely see the monitor here. I'm guessing that is still probably way too bright. Let's move forward. Let's go on to the ND64. All right, here we go, ND64. There we go. ND64, I'm guessing that one looks pretty good. Again, I can't tell here, but this is the ND64. Okay. All right, so now this is ND256. Is that on there? Yeah. This is ND256. This looks way too dark. All right, so that's ND256. Let's get back to the video. So that's a lot of filters, but what about when you need a little extra light? SmallRig has a cool little video light called the P96 Video LED Light. It's number 3286. It's lightweight, it's portable, and it lets you adjust the brightness from 0 to 100, right? It also has color temperature range from 2700 to 6500 Kelvin, so you can get the perfect color for your scene. It can mount directly to the Pocket 3 using the cold shoe mount on the cage, and it even has a built-in battery that lasts about 105 minutes. Okay, and just so you guys can see the Pocket 3 in action with the light right now, the only thing that is lighting me is this monitor right here. So there's hardly any light, right? But let me turn on, whew, that is bright, that's too bright. Turn that way down, there we go. So, there I am, lit completely in the dark. You know what, let me turn on this. Oh, by the way, this is made by SmallRig too. This is a, I'll put it in the description below, but this is a flashlight for background light there. This is pretty cool too, right? What do you guys think of that? I will put that in the description below. This is the flashlight. I use it for backlighting, just to give it a little texture, give the background a little texture. I'm in love with that too. Geez, I don't know what to tell you. I love all the SmallRig products. Maybe that's why they keep sending them to me. Okay, so guys, what I want to talk about now are my likes and dislikes about the stuff that I reviewed today. The first thing I want to talk about is the variable ND filter. Now, the variable ND filter, I love it. Honestly, I love it. I love the idea that I'll be able to carry one filter instead of 3. Now, normally when you compress like an ND filter and a CPL all into one thing, it kind of sucks, but I was very happy with the performance of the variable ND filter. The second thing I really like is that crab claw clamp thing. The ability to clamp that thing anywhere. That is the perfect solution for any of you who film yourself. The third thing I really liked was the P96 Light. You know, we know that the Pocket 3 is really great in low light, but there are times when you may need a light. The one downside, this is the one downside, I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I was shooting, there is a pretty bad reflection in my glasses. So that could really suck. You might have to angle your face a little bit so it's not so jarring. The other thing I liked was that black Pro Mist filter. The white one, not so much. I didn't really see a big difference, but the black Pro Mist filter had a really nice, soft, dreamy feel to it. I can see myself using that. The one thing SmallRig does well is they separate the really good filters from each other so that you have to buy multiple kits. So I'm just lucky that they sent me these, but the ones that I want are not all together in one pack. And the filter set, just the regular ND filter set, I feel like that worked fantastic as well. You can choose from the ND8 to the ND64 to the ND256. Now, it better be bright as hell if you're using the 256, that's all I'm saying. Now let's talk about the bad. I don't know about this whole CPL thing. It may be operator error, since I am new to all of this. Didn't quite work for me. And to be completely honest with you, I don't know a situation where I will actually be using a CPL filter, so it doesn't really bother me. And the last thing I want to say is I forgot exactly how great the DJI Pocket 3 is. I mean, it's pretty good in low light. It's of course beautiful in regular light. It has a nice depth of field, which the Action 5 doesn't have. And I just want to say that I love my wife dearly, but I have two mistresses, the Action 5 Pro and the Pocket 3. And honey, you're just gonna have to understand. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.